The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Manson. Life is full of distractions, obligations, and endless things demanding our attention. But the harsh truth is that we only have a limited amount of energy to give. In his best-selling book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, Manson explains how we can reclaim control of our lives by focusing on what truly matters and letting go of the rest. Let's dive into the key lessons from this life-changing book. 1. Not everyone deserves your fucks. Imagine waking up to 50 notifications on your phone, a never-ending to-do list, and people constantly asking for your time. Sound familiar? Manson argues that most of these things don't actually deserve your attention. Caring about everything will only leave you burned out and unfulfilled. Instead, focus on a few things that align with your values and let the rest go. For example, if your goal is to improve your health, prioritize time for exercise and meal preparation. Don't waste your energy obsessing over social media likes. The key is to identify your priorities and channel your energy into those. 2. The value of suffering. Let's face it, life is hard, and suffering is inevitable. But not all suffering is bad. Manson encourages us to choose the kind of suffering that leads to growth. For instance, training for a marathon might be exhausting, but the sense of accomplishment is worth it. On the other hand, stressing over what others think of you is pointless suffering. It adds no value to your life. Think of it like this: every goal has a price. The question isn't how can I avoid pain, but what kind of pain am I willing to endure? If you're clear about what you care about, you'll find the strength to face the challenges that come with it. 3. Responsibility and choice. We don't always control what happens to us, but we control how we react. Taking responsibility for your actions and choices, even when life feels unfair, gives you power. For example, imagine being stuck in traffic on the way to an important meeting. You can either lose your temper and ruin your day, or you can accept the situation, listen to a podcast, and make the most of the time. By choosing how you respond, you take control of your life instead of letting circumstances control you. 4. Letting go of perfection. Perfectionism is often an excuse for inaction. We hesitate to start because we're afraid of failing, but Manson reminds us that failure is a necessary part of growth. He says the only way to achieve meaningful success is by embracing imperfection and learning from mistakes. Think about your favorite artist, writer, or entrepreneur. Chances are they didn't start out perfect. They grew by trying, failing, and improving over time. Let go of the need to be perfect and focus on progress instead. 5. The importance of boundaries. Saying no is one of the most powerful tools you have. Without boundaries, people will drain your time and energy. Manson emphasizes that it's okay to disappoint others if it means protecting your well-being. For instance, if a coworker asks you to take on extra work that doesn't align with your goals, politely decline. Setting boundaries isn't selfish. It's essential for maintaining your focus and mental health. 6. Death and meaning. Finally, Manson confronts a difficult but crucial truth. We're all going to die. While this might sound depressing, it's actually freeing. When you accept your mortality, you realize how precious your time is. Instead of chasing superficial goals, focus on what truly matters. Spending time with loved ones, pursuing meaningful work, and leaving a legacy that reflects your values. Death isn't the end. It's a reminder to live fully and intentionally. In the end, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck teaches us to stop wasting energy on things that don't matter and focus on what truly does. By choosing your values, embracing imperfections, and letting go of unnecessary stress, you can live a more authentic, fulfilling life. So, what will you choose to give a fuck about today?